We wish you wonderfully well this weekend, and for a fun, fantastic Father's Day, I decided to make this YouTube video to send you a huge high five and to make motivation and inspiration. Many of the dads have been through so many parts of their journey, and as I look at World War I and World War II, and sadly in the recent week between Iran and Israel, there's a lot of flare-ups that are certainly a challenge. And what I would say for dads, both those that have been in the service and that are not, is it takes a level of self-confidence of being able to build yourself back up. I think about how people work in the gym. I was just working out earlier. And when you take your muscles, you often damage them and then rebuild. And I think for many dads going through different parts of their journey, they have to take any time they feel knocked down to build themselves back to be better. Also, around their kids, keeping a great demeanor is definitely one of the more productive, positive, awesome, and optimistic ways. I would say to anyone that either is a dad or wants to be a dad, try not to take any stress or strain that you're facing in your career or your life and put it on your kids. If you can do fun stuff, like my son and I were just playing in the house football, and he did this thing where he would run and then try to dive and catch the ball on the bed. We have a big new bed he just bought, and doing that many times and trying to get the ball perfectly in the right spot was so fun. And he felt lighthearted and simple and successful and supported. And I was happy to enjoy it. Even his sister was on the other side of the room. She was smiling, and we bought some incredibly fun foods. That's one of the things I say is a simple pleasure. I write in my books talking about the Great Depression and times like that. Candy somehow helped people to have hope and happiness. Oftentimes, there were a lot of people wanting to have their own confectionery to make different types of things. So whether it be a Hershey chocolate bar or a Reese's Pieces or a Snickers or a Twix or a Baby Ruth, you can sort of say to yourself, you're picking yourself up. We did a really cool delivery today from Instacart and got all kinds of great snacks. And it sort of put a smile on my face. Even my dog, I had a special treat to give him, and he was so happy. And my wife was doing some karaoke with me earlier. We picked a song actually honoring LFO because they have this song, Summer Girls. It's one of the more happy, sort of healthy, connected, fun summer songs. And my wife does a lot of work to help people with different types of cancer. And sadly, from LFO, there were 3 quite handsome young boy banders, and 2 passed quite early from cancer. So to go back into that spirit of success, of youth, of excitement, of joy, of happiness, of handsomeness, it was so fun to do that karaoke. And I pray, to think about these figures and honor them. We just lost Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. And here in California, the songs like Surfing USA and California Girls and many of the huge hits of the Beach Boys are just that idea of having fun and excitement and joy. And I say that to you. Can you listen to things that lift you up? Can you build yourself back if you face obstacles? Can you say to yourself, too, it's a long journey. I hope to live to 89 years old. And if I think about all of the journey, I don't look back on the challenges. I try to find what really worked. And, in a many long lifespan, you might find some of the best things that worked are not only things that were successful, but things you worked on to improve. I know this channel here and writing books, I certainly built up lots of lessons and learning and inspiration to be able to put things together that people read and love, and even being able to make videos. I've been practicing since I'm a youth to make content and to host different things and interview people. So I want to say that to you. Next time you look in the mirror, look at yourself that you love who you are. Next time you think about your journey, figure out some of the top highlights. I know Bruce Springsteen says about glory days. Think about some of the glories you've had in the past. Think of what glories you had this year, and then what glories could you have in the next few years. And I say to yourself, too, you could go on a run of good luck and things could get better for you. There could be more optimism, more joy, more happiness, more health, more love, more luck, more learning, more listening to what you have to say. People coming around you as a leader, as someone that has gifts, as someone that can build up, can do things better. And with that wise level of success, even all ages, maybe one day you want to be a mom or a dad. My daughter certainly has helped with this channel. And I'd say to you, look at yourself and see the strength that you have. I choke up a little bit. My daughter's now a junior in high school, and that means she has a lot of experience in learning. And I say to you, take all of that energy, that joy, that passion, that success, that teaching, even those trials and tribulations, to tell yourself you're back, you're better, you're bolder, and you can find fun. And even those that lost someone you love, I think on Father's Day of my grandparents that are not here, and I remember them and I honor them. And I think of praying that those we had inspiration from, we can watch what they've done in our life and honor them by having a great time, by smiling more, by laughing more, by looking at ourselves saying, I'm going to be happy in this moment and I'm going to get back to, like we shared, building back for better, bolder, more beautiful times. Thanks for listening, and I wish you guys wonderfully well. Happy and healthy Father's Day.